This sweet little lady was brutally murdered, and you know who was just arrested for her murder? Two 14-year-old girls. Nearly 1 year after the mysterious Labor Day death of a 93-year-old lady who lived alone in Kansas, authorities have announced the arrest of two suspects, and they are two freaking 14-year-olds. The teen girls were arrested this past Thursday, so 2 days ago on Thursday, August 15th, and that was for the murder of Joanne Johnson. The two suspects are now being held at two separate juvenile detention centers. They were both charged with first-degree murder. Joanne's son stated that he doesn't know how something like this happened, that she lived on a peaceful, tree-lined street that's in the neighborhood in the middle of a 9,000-person town. Reportedly, the teen girls were also from that same town, but their names have not yet been released, I guess because they are minors. So in September of last year, Joanne was found deceased at her home in Augusta. Her death was quick to be ruled a homicide, and authorities found out that Joanne, who lived alone, was killed sometime between Saturday night on September 2nd and Sunday night on September 3rd. Her son has really struggled since his mom died, and the fact that two teen girls were arrested really shocks him. He described the murder of his mom by those two girls as inexplicable, and he said it's like getting struck by lightning on a cloudless day. The family has stated they have no words for what happened, nor do they know what happened that day or why it happened or how it could have happened. Her body was reportedly discovered by members of her family, sadly. The family never knew what the motive was, especially since she was such a sweet little elderly lady, but they did describe her death as brutal and calculated. So in May of this year, around 8 months after she was murdered, her family as well as the governor of Kansas each put up $5,000 to have a total of a $10,000 reward for any information that could lead to an arrest and conviction of whoever was responsible for her death. Reportedly, now the whole Augusta community is in shock after the teen girl's arrest. And for the past almost year, the family has been living in fear because the suspects were not yet identified or caught, and I can imagine they were. So the arrest have brought at least some relief to the family and the community. The victim's family did say they don't know the two girls who were arrested. Joanne's loved ones hope that their punishment will go on with the evilness and brutalness of her homicide, her murder, despite the girls being young, but I hope that justice is served too. Reportedly, Miss Joanne was a kind person and wonderful member of the community. It was said she was the type of person always interested in others and loved to talk. At the moment, formal charges are pending for the teenage girls and the investigation is ongoing. I truly can't imagine why two teenage girls would take the life of anyone, much less a sweet elderly lady. That is a different kind of evil. My heart and prayers go out to the sweet lady's family and friends. If you want more true crime, be sure to give me a follow and don't forget to visit my website at www.truecrimewithmegan.com.